Good evening, everybody. It is almost 6 o'clock. I've had a full day. My bronchitis has been acting up all day. It's been fun. Work was another good day. Let me just put it this way. On an average day at work, I spend the first 3.5 hours. No, it's more than that. 6, 7, 8, 8, 4.5 hours. I'm sorry, 4.5 hours of my day prepping, and I enjoy that because the prepping work that we do. We have certain hand-operated devices that we use to help us chop produce. And this particular device, we just call it the chomper. I love it because of the factor, I get my produce ready and just start chopping it. And honestly, it's a great piece of equipment for therapy as well, because while you're doing something productive, like prepping for food, you're using your upper body muscles, and it's a great way to just get rid of aggression, get rid of frustration, or anything like that because of what you're doing. So I love it. I wish I could have a piece of equipment like that at home, because it would make doing certain things around the house, food prep wise, a little bit easier. Even though I probably would not use it that much because we don't chop vegetables and whatnot like that. So it's a cool piece of equipment, but it would not, have a lot of use in my house. So no, I don't need another gadget or whatnot in my house as is. But work always seems to, be so enjoying, because you get like half your job. You're not working with all the other people. You're just working to get your stuff done for your venue. And then, of course, once it's time to open up, and you're serving the people. But today after work, I had to run to Menards because I didn't realize there was another order that I had to pick up. And if I knew what that order was last night, I would have been more diligent in looking for that email to say what the order number was, because Jerry can now take showers, because she ordered a toilet seat or stool. I guess what to describe it is, part of it is in the shower, the other part is hanging out off the shower, so she can use her walker to get into the bathroom and sit on the part that's sticking up, and then put one leg in, and then scoot over a little bit and put the other leg into the bathtub, so she can now actually take showers, not just sponge baths. So I was like, oh wow, that's great. So there's no more excuses for her not taking showers. The only downside that I found out so far is because of the way the stool sits. The shower curtain that has the inside that goes into the shower and the outside, well, because of that stool, it prevents the curtain from going down far enough to block. So after anybody uses it, you have to literally mop up the floor around the shower, which, I'd rather do that than have to worry about, anything else. But I'm glad she finally got one of those, because I was saying you need to get something to get into the shower. So the next thing that we were talking about doing is maybe pushing my bed closer to my my bureau, so she can not have to worry about the other stuff that's in her way, so she can get in and out of the of the bedroom without having to rearrange small pieces of furniture to get out with the walker. Yes, it is a minor inconvenience, and I was thinking, well, if we were to move that to the other side of the room and get a heavy-duty extension cord to go along the wall and underneath her dresser, and the only thing I'd have to do every so often is move something aside or something like that so I can get into the closet, which is less of an inconvenience of her trying to get in and out of the room with her walker. So it was either that or just switch sides of the bed, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a inconvenience or a convenience, because if she's going to start trying to be a little bit more mobile and trying to, which her sister's trying to help her with, to be a little bit more mobile to get out of the bedroom and, you know, into the bathroom for everything that she needs in the bathroom, and maybe slowly trying to get her out into the kitchen table where we eat. So it's slow progresses, but she has an appointment tomorrow at 1. Thankfully, my sister-in-law is here to take her to that, so I don't have to worry about leaving work early, because I'm already going to be leaving work early on Monday due to a medical appointment that was pre-made before my job. And I had already talked to all my managers, and they said, if you're willing to come in and work from your scheduled time to come on until the hour before you have to go to the appointment, that would be grateful. So I said, yeah, I understand how Monday can be, because Monday you're literally starting everything from scratch. So to have one person try to work on everything for our venue by themselves is a real headache. And I did not want to do that to my employers. So I made an arrangement that I can come in and work for the better part of the day and then leave by noon. So, yeah. Which I'm happy that they're willing to work with me. And I've already been told multiple times by the kitchen head honcho that not only am I a quick study, but I'm a fast worker. So I guess those are good qualities, and they want to do whatever they can to keep them. So I'm happy with that. Other than that, there's not really much going on around here. I mean, yeah, Julie is here. She helped Jerry with cleaning up the bedroom. She did some other cleaning projects in the house that I'm not going to talk about because, and you know, there are just certain things that people do for you as family or as help that, you know, she cleaned. That's all I can say. But she also made dinner. So we just got done eating Trader Joe's sweet Italian chicken sausage with peppers and onion, grilled peppers and onions, and pasta on the side for me because, you know, I want my starch. And it was really good. So I'm like, yay, I don't have to come home and worry about that stuff. Julie's doing it for me. Or actually, it's more like she's doing it mostly for Jerry. But she makes enough for everybody, even though Mom's picky about her foods. So we're going to, or I'm going to work on, I'm going to try to work on that. I don't know how much of an argument I'm going to have to deal with, because I told Julie I wanted to make something on Saturday from the Nordic cookbook there that everybody here likes, and being as Julie's kind of a health nut, she might like it too because of the carb to protein ratio on this particular dish is low. And it's the first time I've tried to do it by myself, so I will try to record that. So That's what I'll be doing Saturday. That in fact, since Julie will be taking care of Jerry and I won't have to worry about taking breaks or whatnot, or stopping what I'm doing to go help Jerry. But I've already talked to Jerry about this, and I think I talked to Jerry about this, I don't know. But this weekend I'm going to work on finishing what I can in here. And then the only thing I can't finish in here is basically all the, there's a lot of glassware in here that Jerry wants to, after she gets done with the craft room, put it in the craft room to work with. So I said, all right, here's the deal. Let me do what I can this coming weekend. And then next weekend, since I have a 4-day weekend for, I don't know why, it's something to do with the school. Oops. I just said school, that's all. And then during that 4-day weekend, between me, Julie, and maybe getting Jerry to sit in a chair at the doorway, the three of us can work together to clean up the craft room. The good thing about having Julie here is Julie will look at a lot of the stuff and go, do you really need to keep this? You've got so much of this. Do you need to, can we downsize some of the stuff? You shouldn't have all this much. So Jerry will be, or not Jerry, Julie will be on my side, and Jerry and Julie can hem and haw. I'm just going to sit there and go, well, you have a decision. Keep, toss, or do it yourself. Because I'm not going to be in the middle of a fight. I'm not going to get into the middle of a big argument. That was my main request with Jerry, is trying to keep it down to a minimum. If there's any arguing or debating. Not only just for Mom's sake of peace, but my sake of sanity. But the fun thing is Julie's not used to her kitchen and whatnot, so trying to help her find the spices and the pots and pans and, where the food is and all that fun stuff it's been interesting. Because, I had a few things to do when I got home. Someone just made something in the microwave. It almost sounds like Mom making popcorn or something. Which she does every so often. She'll make a bag of popcorn, put it in a bowl, throw some butter on top of it, put a lid on top of the bowl, shake it up, and take it in the room and have that for she'll keep that in her room for a snack for a couple days. But we're all doing pretty good. Mom's doing really good. She doesn't seem to be abnormally stressed. Actually, what was kind of funny is I got home from all my after work running around, and Mom wasn't home. And, Mom was gone because she thought her doctor's appointment was today when it's actually tomorrow afternoon. So it was kind of like, oh, because I'm going to need your car so Julie can take Jerry to see the doctor here in town. And Mom goes, well, you can use my car, just make sure you're home before 3. And I said, no problem, I should be home by about 2:30, 2:20. I don't know, 2:30, 2:40, thereabouts. Depending on, like today I got out pretty fast, but tomorrow is Friday, and that's when we have to break everything down and clean everything and prep it for basically being closed for the weekend. That's going to be fun because that's going to be what we do on Wednesday next week, because we'll be closed Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which we're normally closed Saturday and Sunday. But everything here seems to be going good. Actually, Jerry having her sister here has put her in better spirits. She's trying more. she's trying to be the tough person she used to try to be around her family. So that's a good thing in my brain, because, you know, Jerry's not going to be, well, one, Jerry's trying to do her best, and Julie's not going to let her just sit and dilly-dally. She's going to, all right, let's see what we can do. Get you up, get you, you know, move you around the room, walk you up and down the hall, you know, do your stretching exercise, doing whatever you can without putting too much impact or pressure on her right knee. So Julie knows what is going on, and Julie knows that, you know, even if Jerry cannot put a lot of pressure or a lot of strain on her knee, that she still needs to get up and move about. So that's what's happening around the house when I'm not here. And I'm happy. I'm really happy. Everything's getting a little bit better, and Jerry's getting her strength back and her courage back and her feel-good vibes, or however you want to put it, which is great because it makes me feel better. It alleviates a lot of my stress and concern and worries. And being the person I am, I feel guilty when I pressure Jerry to do more than she feels like doing. And maybe that's one of the reasons why a lot of people think I'm an enabler, because I just let her be, which is true. But I'm learning slowly that I cannot just sit back and let things be. I have to be a little bit more forceful and a little bit more stern and less of a throwback. Not throwback, that's the wrong word. I don't know what word to use in that context without being too negative. But I can't be a doormat no more. I have to be, hey, look, no. I understand the doctor said don't put any strain or extra pressure or anything like that on the knee, but you can't just lay about in the bed. You have to get up. You have to sit longer. You have to do something to keep your body from becoming stagnant and losing muscle tone and movement and abilities to move and things like that. Even though, you know, she does some in-bed type leg lifting and whatnot, but I can tell you for a fact she is not one to just lay still in bed, even when sleeping. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be sweating my tail end off, and I realize, oh, the reason why I'm sweating my tail end off is because in the middle of the night, Jerry threw all her covers onto my side of the bed, and half of them are on me, causing me to overheat, which is not hard to do, being, maybe those of you in the medical community can explain why is it my body temperature goes up while the average human being's body temperature actually goes down. I can wake up with anywhere from 1 to 2.5 degrees higher than normal, while most people do, wake up like 1.5 to 2 degrees below normal. Been that way since I was a kid. I don't even know why. Maybe it's because of the I can't remember if they said hyperthyroid or just a hyperactivity type, you know, disability, whatever you want to call it. But I have been learning that ever since I got onto the anti-anxiety medication, I don't feel as anxious, and my most of the time when I can control it, my hyperactivity puts me into a faster mode than normal, and I get things done a little bit faster. Like, just for instance, once I got got familiar with the routine and got the routine of the mornings down, when I first started, it'd take me 3 to 4 hours to get everything done. Now I can get everything done within 2.5 hours. And start looking around for, like, okay, do you need tomatoes chopped? Do you need this done? Do you need that done? I help out. I do whatever I can to help out, so it's easier on some of the people who have more to do than my little venue. But you know, the one thing I have to constantly remind myself of, because you can get yelled at if you don't do it, is to put that safety cutting glove, that safety glove to keep you from cutting yourself while you're chopping stuff up or using sharp blades. Because there was one day I just totally forgot to put it on, and I got yelled at for it, and I was like, oops, sorry, I forgot. And I understand why I got yelled at, because it's a safety issue, you know. They don't want you to get hurt while on the job. Or at least not, you know, hurt yourself to the point where you're being rushed to a hospital or something like that because you cut your finger off. But otherwise, I haven't had any problems with my job. I don't know of anybody who has had any problems, but I'm just saying I don't seem to be having problems. Who was it I was talking to? Oh, I was talking to Jay-Ann yesterday. It was Jerry-Ann yesterday, and today I was talking with one of the extended family. How do I call her? Do I call her my niece or my niece-in-law? But Julie's oldest daughter, we see how we're doing. You know, she asked me how my day is or how's work going, and you know, I see how she's doing because she's got her own issues out in Vegas. But I was telling both of them that I've had more fun at this job than I have at any other job I've ever had. Between the camaraderie and the humor and just helping each other out and things of that nature, is just like, I've never had this kind of teamwork, almost family-like function than any of my other jobs. Excuse me. But, and I'm not even like, so I'm not even nervous or anything like that to even worry about the concerns of, you know, oh, I don't like my job because it's boring. No, it's not boring. Oh, I like my job because it's too much stress. No, not too much stress. And I think part of that is because of the anti-anxiety medication. But I used to, you know, I guess if you don't like a job, you're looking for what's wrong with the job or what's going on, you know, who's doing wrong, who's doing right. What is the owners doing that just doesn't seem, you know, you look for problems. But this job, no, if there's a problem, I go to the right people and it gets fixed. Like, for instance, 2 pieces of equipment that we use in our venue daily. One of them, they had to replace the plug because the prongs that pull the power from the wall were bent out of whack, so loose that they're about ready to come out. And the other thing was our warmer. It wasn't holding temp above, I forgot what it wasn't holding high enough temp to keep everything warm. They finally got it fixed today, and, well, as my supervisor said, we'll see what it's like tomorrow. Because they had fixed it like 2 other times, and something kept on, a wire or something like that kept on getting burnt out, but it's fixed now. But anyhow, everything's going pretty good. we're not stressing about what's going on medically with Jerry, because we're just like, let's not panic or stress or anything like that until we get results. Like tomorrow, Julie will be there. Julie had, well, let's just say Julie's gone through her fair share of problems, and she'll be there to ask questions with Jerry. So that's great, because at least somebody who's gone through these issues will be there to like literally ask, what can we do next? What kind of treatment can we deal with if she has to have treatment? What's the next step? What's the long-term goal here? And how fast can we get it done? Because my problem is, I think of all these things that I want to talk to the doctor about, but then I get what they call white coat syndrome, where you sit there in the doctor's office and here comes the doctor with the white coat, and you just kind of go, huh? Okay. So, yeah. I think there's a lot of people, excuse me. There's a lot of people out there who have similar issues where the doctor comes in, your whole brain just goes blank. Like, yeah, I had questions for you, but I forgot what they were. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. It's getting kind of late. I gotta start settling down and processing and all that fun stuff before I go to sleep. Yay! Of course, we all know what today is. Luckily, it's almost over for most people. S-H-I-T. Yes, we all know what that word that spells out. But if you take the individual letter, sure, happy it's Thursday. So, anyhow, I know, dry humor, if at all. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, because, like I said, I need to process this and get this online, and then start to wind down so I can go to sleep. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Man. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the question comment box. And if you're new to my channel and you like my insanity, you can choose to click the little thumb button, or not thumb button, subscribe button. And after that, a little bell will pop up. You can click on that bell, and YouTube will let you know when I put in my next video. Until next time, you guys have a good day. Bye.